Your favorite DJ.
Okay. What's up? What's up? What's up? It's your girl, Miss Eha, coming live from Mobile, Alabama with Journey with Trish, the podcast. Listen, I'm so super duper excited to be sitting here today because I got Black excellence in the building. Ugh. You know you got to be to sit at the table with me, right? So listen, my girl Alicia is back. Alicia is the author of several books. Several books. We'll talk about those a little later. But today, we're going to talk about something different. Today, you're sitting down with us as a screenwriter.
Yeah.
With your first movie that's coming out soon. Let me go ahead and give them my disclaimer first.
Okay.
All right. So, you know, every episode is going to be tied to mental health. So I got to let you know that neither myself, Journey with Trish, Patricia Reed, Jada Jimenez, or anybody sitting here at the table is here to give you any type of professional, medical, or psychiatric advice. I knew something was a little bit off. We ain't got no headphones. Like, y'all, give me just 1 second. Little, how you say it? A little, okay, how you say it? I'm coming, y'all. I'm coming. I don't know how I'm coming, but I feel it coming. I got it. Hey, I'm back. Listen, neither myself, Journey with Trish, the podcast, Patricia Reed, Alicia Dawn, Ms. Zena over here to my left. Nobody's here to give you any type of medical or psychiatric advice. If you're having any type of emergency, we would divert you to your nearest emergency room or contact your own primary care or psychiatric provider. Okay? Let's get with it. Tell them who you are.
I am Alicia Dawn. I'm an author, but today I'm here as a filmmaker. I just wrote, directed, and produced my very first independent film, Beyond the Label.
Tell them when it's going to come out.
I don't have an exact date for streaming, but we are doing our red carpet premiere next Saturday, October 28th in Hattiesburg, Mississippi.
And I'm going to be there. I'm so excited. And who do I have over here to my left?
My name is Zena Proctor, and I'm the associate producer and script supervisor and continuity editor for Beyond the Label.
You wear a lot of hats. Nice. So we do have some members of the cast here with us tonight too, and we're gonna kind of bring them in a minute. But first, I want to know how this came about. Like, how did you end up writing the whole movie, girl?
I know it's really crazy. Acting is something I've always wanted to do. I wanted to act. I never thought I'd see myself on the other side of it.
Like, you know, Miss Tyler Perry?
Yeah. But like, yeah. So I always wanted to act as a kid. And then when I, started being an author, I'm like, okay, I like writing, but maybe not necessarily as an author. I really want to create film. I want to be in film in some aspect. Mm-hmm. And I just kind of like stepped out on faith, and here we are.
And so how do you guys know? Like, how did y'all link up? Y'all already know each other or what?
I met her through one of my clients, actually. I do makeup as well. And my client referred Alicia to me. And we were just casually talking, and we just started talking about what we were doing. She was telling me she's an author and how she wanted to get into plays. And I said, well, if art doesn't work out for me, I would love to do like Broadway set designs. And we just kind of went down that rabbit hole, and now here we are doing a whole movie.
Yeah, we were like thinking small.
Yes,
we were like, well, I'm not saying that theater is small because it's obviously not, but we were thinking, let's put on a little stage play. And I was actually gonna just turn one of my books into a stage play, but then I was like, nope, I'm gonna create something that nobody's ever read or seen before. And I asked her, I said, hey, can you come out and help me at my casting call? And we've just been locked in ever since.
So how did you come up with, and I don't want to get into, let's see, because we need to get into kind of what the plot is. And listen, I ain't trying to spill the beans, but I have never interviewed a screenwriter before. So if I start asking questions, don't give away the movie, because then I'm going to be upset.
I won't, because these people, they'll like beat me up. I'm not going to do it.
Okay, so you already write books, and now you're getting ready to write this movie. So did you sit down with the mindset that's like the same as you do when you're getting ready to write a book, or was it totally different?
It was totally different. The process was totally different because I've never written a script before. So it's writing a book and writing a script is totally different. And I started initially with a partner, and we came together and we kind of created this idea to do something with a record label. And I can tell you that it's about a record label. And our partnership didn't necessarily work out, but I kept the vision going and I rebranded it and rewrote it. So I kind of stuck with our story.
Okay.
I wanted to see it through.
Now, were you sitting down watching somebody else's movie and you're like, oh, record labels, why did you choose to write a book about a record label?
Actually, it was his idea. So his name is Trey. So shout out to him. And he did have the idea of doing something with music, with a record label. And I just took that and created a script.
And I keep asking questions about that because I know that for several years now, there have been several series that have been like, not Power, was Empire was one of them. And then there was another one too that was kind of based around a record label. So like, did any of that come into play when you started thinking about, or was it just like, record label? You know, that's what everybody's
like. He actually used to be into music, so that's like his niche. So I don't know a thing about like really music and record label. So for me, it was new. And then the great thing about it is the executive producer, and he also was one of the cameramen on the project. He went to school for audio engineering, and he produces music. So shout out to S2 who couldn't be here with us tonight, but it was just really cool how everything lined up. Like all the artists that's in the movie, they're artists in real life. So it just made it that much easier. Yeah.
Now she comes to you and says, hey, I got this movie. Would there have been a deal breaker? Like, would it have been like, I don't care what it is, whatever Alicia says, if she wrote it, I'm do it? Or did you actually say, well, let me
No,
the script?
I was just on board because I knew whatever she was bringing to life was going to align with what I kind of had going on, because we kind of got that type of vibe going on. I trusted her.
Okay,
and
trust is important.
Head right on in.
She even trusted me enough to like, hey, Zena, I need you to fill in as an extra right here.
Because you are now in the movie too.
A little 2 seconds.
A little 2 seconds. Listen, trying to see if I can get one of my toes in there or something. I just want to be in the movie one day. So the next time you gotta holler at your girl.
The next one we're gonna do a romantic comedy. So
yeah, it's gonna be like a whole podcast of the movie.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be the podcast of the movie. How you doing, pretty lady? We're gonna bring you in a minute. So tell me what you actually like. What does your role actually do? Like, what is it?
Okay, so as a continuity editor and script supervisor, I'm basically there just to make sure that the actors and actresses are kind of following the what's the word I'm looking for? Just following the script, and if they need help with a line, they just say line, and I read the first 3 sentences of the line. And as a continuity editor, I partner with the camera ops and make sure that it's like conducive each scene, like not a hair out of place. Shirt isn't the right shirt that was in the last scene, just making sure that the scene just looks good.
Or for example, if a Fanta bottle's in it, we would move it, because Fanta, for one, is not giving you any type of endorsement for your podcast. Hey, Jay.
This is true. I should have said. I said that the last week when I looked and it was a water bottle. I said I should have took that label off the bottle. I told you to give me that white water bottle though. I just didn't want what you had in it.
But maybe they will now though.
Yeah. Shout out to Fancy. Holla at your girl. So that's cool. And nothing you ever thought of, imagine that you would be doing when you were younger?
Honestly, no. I'm an artist and a makeup artist. So film, this is my first time doing anything film related. But I feel like now it really falls under the umbrella of art.
Okay. What do you do full time?
I'm a visual artist. I do sculptures, paintings, drawings, and I do makeup full time.
Good makeup artist. And you also work full time?
Not right now, no.
Oh, you know, because the last time
I was crazy too.
Look at God. He elevated you out. God is good.
All the time.
And all the time?
God is good.
All right, listen, we got to introduce everybody to some of the cast members. So thank you for coming on, Miss Zena. We'll probably bring you back in just a little while. In the meantime, you keep everybody straight, please. Yeah, make sure they don't come up in here with no if it's a Samsung, cover up they don't got no Apple. What's Samsung?
Galaxy.
Yeah. Just cover up everything. We ain't showing no labels on here.
We're trying to get some here.
No more. You gonna go ahead and introduce your cast?
Yeah, so we have Miss Victoria Page right here.
Who does she play in the movie?
She plays Tina, Tez's mom, one of the characters. We have Tyson Hinton. She plays Sasha. She's the Instagram model girlfriend to one of the owners of the record label. And then we have, last but not least, Mr. Brendan Stevens, who plays Malik. He is kind of like a VP at the record label.
Okay. So, welcome to Journey with Trish, the podcast, everybody. Thank y'all for coming. So, anybody here have any experience in acting, or is this everyone's first time? Anyone's first time?
First time.
Yeah, so for me, I've been doing this for about almost 2 years now.
Okay. So you've been in some other movies that have already been like what would that be? They're already out there, already published. It's published. You publish movies?
I've done one movie prior to this one. I've done a lot of commercials though, locally. So
okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you were very comfortable. So you like the the veteran of the group? Yeah.
I was about the vet.
The vet.
We had another guy, Fred. He's more senior than me. He's been doing it for quite a while. So I actually learned a lot from him during the process.
Got it? Yeah. It's okay. Okay, so I want to talk some about the plot and then we'll get into everybody's characters. I know you told me that it's about a record label, but are you going to have to give me some more than that? Like, how did they start this record label? Like, what is it?
So it's a family-owned record label. 2 siblings inherited after their father passes away. Brendan is the cousin to the siblings, and he assists them in the day-to-day operations. So you see a lot of what goes on behind the scenes in the record label in their world. So
what's going to make me watch this movie? You got to give me something to make me say, oh, yeah, I'm about to watch that. I mean, y'all cute and everything, but
I didn't want to say it.
You know, on that Friday night.
I'm right here.
Just me. When it airs, that's the word I was looking for, airs. So what's the plot? Like, what makes the plot thicken? Like, what is just give me some juice.
Let's see.
Without giving it away, of course.
Let's see. Well, Brendan's in it. He's serving chocolate. I don't know. I'll just say sometimes our family's past can come back to haunt us.
Okay.
See that.
Okay. So
I guess that's the best I can give.
Okay.
I think I got something.
Okay.
For one, it's Mississippi based. So the whole cast is from Mississippi. So it kind of has roots, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's really important. It'll bring a lot of people in.
Okay. And you said so dad died and left them the record label. So it's some fighting in the movie. Because anytime somebody die in the black family and leave anybody something, it's gonna be some fighting. So that's just a given, right?
I mean, kind of, sort of. One sibling is kind of head in, fully invested. The other sibling is not.
Mm-hmm.
I can say that she's an artist.
Mm-hmm.
So as Brendan was saying, you'll see actual artwork from Zena, who just left from up here, and also Cherish Triplet. She's another great artist in Mississippi as well. You'll see real art. But anyway, the sister doesn't really want to do it. The brother does, and so the cousin's helping out. So that's some confusion there. It is rated R, so we do have some, little spicy scenes.
Now, I know you said it's a music label and you've got some artists that are in it. So will there be like a soundtrack associated with the movie?
I'm not gonna necessarily say a soundtrack, but we'll do something with all the songs on, like a list of all the songs and everything. It's really great music, honestly. Mm-hmm. Whether you like a little bit of R&B, hip hop, it's mostly hip hop, but it's really great music.
Who am I watching this movie with? My boo? or my girls?
Either.
Either
It can
or.
be girls' night. It can be like me and the homies, we going out. It can be family, no, not family, but like grown family members. Anybody. So it's not like just a girls movie.
Okay. And is it a popcorn and beer type of movie or a wine or some? We gotta grab some Patron shots.
It's gonna Patron.
Hey, you said we can't say no names though, so you just
You're
gotta
right.
say tequila.
It's gonna tequila. Endorse her Patron.
That's right. That's right. Don Julio, preferably. Tell me a little bit about your character first, Brendan.
Okay. So my character name is Malik. He is the cousin to the record label owner, and he's ambitious. You know, he's definitely goal oriented and wants to be successful by any means necessary.
And if you had to compare him to someone else in the industry, who do you think of when you think of that character?
Ghost.
Question.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Really?
He said Ghost. Okay. See, now you got me.
Okay.
Now you got me. Okay. We talking season 1 Ghost or season 4, 5 Ghost?
Kind of midway through, because man, you know, he really don't play like that. You know what I'm saying?
Season 1, 2, it was like, you know, half of his time was spent in the bedroom in season 1, 2. And I know yesterday it gets kind of hot and spicy. So am I expecting anything like that?
I think you should be I think you should bring some napkins.
Oh. Okay. Okay. And tell me, you got me with that one. Okay. Tell me again the name of your character in the movie.
Malik.
You're Malik.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me your name again.
Tyson.
Tyson, tell me your character about her.
My character is Sasha.
Okay.
Sasha, like Alicia said, she's an Instagram model. She is also the girlfriend to the label owner, Kendrick.
You should name those lashes Sasha, because those lashes are fire.
Might
Sorry.
anyway that. But Sasha is she's very high maintenance.
Okay.
She's very sassy, whole lot of attitude, classy. But yeah, she's that girl.
So she's Tasha.
She's Sasha.
No, she's like Tasha.
Yeah, like she's
Like Tasha from Ghost? From Power?
No, I wouldn't
No?
say that either.
Sasha gives Kenya more.
She's not Angela.
Yeah.
Sasha gives Kenya from Housewives?
She definitely gives a Real Housewife of Atlanta.
Okay. So Ghost in Kenya. Yeah, I'm gonna have to tune into this one. Have to tune in. All right. So tell me about your character, man.
My name is Tina my name is Victoria, but I'm Tina in the movie, and I am Tez's mother.
Who is Tez?
He is an artist.
Okay.
He's an artist on the movie, and
So Tez is not. He's not the person that inherited the label. He's just an artist.
No, he's a friend.
he's
to
a
the artist.
he's a friend to the artist.
Okay.
So I'm his mom. And I can't say much about mine because I give away something, but I can just say that I kind of related to the character a lot because I had just went through some things that actually happened, and it made it more easier for me to be Tina. So,
Okay.
but I just can't talk about it because it's gonna tell it all. So,
Okay. We don't want to do that. We don't want to do that. So how long is the movie?
It's a feature. We're still in post-production. So that's when it's with the editor. So I don't have an exact hour and 15 or hour and 30, but it's a feature. So a feature-length film is anything, I think, over like an hour or so. So
Okay.
we'll be there a little minute.
And are you able to tell us what platforms it'll be available
Yes,
on?
it's going to be available on Amazon Prime. We are shooting for November. Also, we're going to go through a distribution company, and we're hoping to land other platforms, Tubi, Peacock, just whatever comes our way. We are open to those platforms as well.
So I follow you on social media,
Mm-hmm.
and you said something that I found quite interesting but typical,
Okay.
you know, for a lot of our community. You said something like like sort of like somebody had kind of mentioned something like, oh, well, it's only going to be on Amazon or it's only going to be on Tubi. I ain't got no movie on Amazon or Tubi. I ain't even got no more DVDs no more. So shouts out to you for your movie and the fact that you are getting ready to have a movie on the platform. And I'm speaking, greater things.
Thank you.
Plenty of movies have they not started? Any movies have started at even just these festivals and then actually ended up like on the big screen, right?
Yeah. I mean, look at Tyler Perry and where he started, Yeah. The little mics hanging out on the wigs.
You remember those wigs?
The plays.
Yeah. I mean, look where he is. So, we just
you proud of yourself?
I am.
You should be proud
because
of yourself.
it's hard. It's very hard. So I try not to take it personal, but it was more so like me seeing people and they joke about Tubi. I'm like, do y'all know Fox owns Tubi? The same platform you watch sports on and news and all that. But they don't. They just kind of joke about it. And filmmaking is really hard. It really is. We had like 14-hour days on set. So
talk to me about like financing. How do you finance the movie? Where does that budget come from?
My account. It was me. Like I said, S2 was phenomenal. He came in and he filmed a lot of the film. Also, AB, he was one of our camera operators, and they saved me like $15,000-$20,000 like off of that. So it was really like God aligned everything. Everybody was like, look, we just want to work. We're hungry. We want to work. We want to get our work out there. And so they did a lot of things for free. They made sure I fed them. those little shade to you.
Keep going.
And I had to pay for location and I had to pay for things like that. Shout out to Trillist and Mizzo, Afterlife, and Numbers to Society clothing brands. They're Mississippi-based brands. They donated clothes. So when I tell you like the community and people really came behind me with this, it was amazing.
It's amazing to see a community come because at the end of the day, I know you threw out that word free, but typically when things like that happen, it's a win-win for everybody. Like it's a blessing in everything that we do for people. So yeah, I wish you would have brought like something we could show for each one of them. So, but say your name one more time and tell people what they offer so they can go out and support them.
Oh, yeah, Mizzo.
Oh, so Mizzo. Mizzo, you can follow him. We'll get there real quick, Zena. Trillist. You can shop them at trillist.co, I think. And they also have a store in Hattiesburg Mall.
What do they sell?
Clothing. It's like an urban clothing wear, but it's like phenomenal. Custom. And also Tyson's boutique is in there. Bossy Boutique. She let us film in there for free.
Let her talk about her own. Go ahead.
Yeah. And then Numbers to Society and Afterlife. So shout out to them also. So you can look them up on Instagram. We filmed at Tyson's husband's studio. It's a real studio. We're like, he's a platinum producer, so it was just really amazing. Just the support that we had from people in general. And Nostalgia, that's a lounge bar there. They let us film there for free. So they showed me a lot of love,
So I understand I need to get to know you.
You do.
So your husband has a studio and you have a
clothing.
Okay, tell us about it.
Well, this year made a year for me in my store location, but it's just a women's clothing and accessories boutique located in Hattiesburg. Like I said, I hadn't been there long, but I've been in business about 7 years now. And shout out to Alicia for allowing me and my business to be a part of her vision, her film.
And how do you feel like being in collaboration with Alicia has benefited you? Because at the end of the day, I always say when you have a relationship with someone, I don't care what you say, I don't care how much you try to pretend, but we do need to benefit each other in some type of way. And it's not that I'm using you. What can we offer each other? How can we help each other? if no one is bringing anything to this table, then we all just sitting here hungry, wondering why Alicia didn't bring no food.
Right.
You know? So what did you benefit? How do
Okay.
you guys help each other? How do y'all benefit from each other?
Well, as of right now, movie wise, nobody really knows that Bossy is in the film because she put out a teaser, but the clip, from the movie in the boutique wasn't in there yet. But I'll take any type of marketing and promo because nowadays it's very hard to run a business without that. So I do appreciate her for that.
Is that something that'll be on the credits or something? No,
You're gonna walk in, you're gonna see it.
Big.
Bossy Boutique. When you walk in, you're gonna see it. I wanted it, to be shown. Even Alexa, she's not here. She has a hair salon. We filmed in her hair salon, and you're gonna see Luxury. I think that's the name of her House of Luxury. That's the name of her hair salon. So it was very important for me because, like I said, they gave their free time. They gave a lot, so I wanted to be able to pour back into them as well. So.
And you it's something that you said even when you were here before, and you've said it several times tonight that everything that everybody is from Mississippi. Is it from Hattiesburg or just Mississippi?
Mississippi.
From Mississippi. So shout out to the SIP.
Shout out.
Yes.
How did you guys meet?
Actually, we've been friends on social media for a while, and so one day she hit me up. She was like, "Hey, are you interested in being in my movie?" I was like, "Okay, what I got to do, But I was like, "Okay, sure."
So outside of being Victoria, who is going to be in Beyond the Label, and what's his name? Whose mom? Tez's mom. Who is Victoria?
I am who am I not? But I am. I am. Oh, I do so much. I am a serial entrepreneur. I just say I'm a Jill of all trades. Just show me one time, I'm gonna try to do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm a designer, graphic artist, hairstylist, makeup artist. I'm an instructor. I wear a lot of hats, so do a lot of visual arts. I do produce. I do a lot.
Okay.
I like to be behind the scene, but Alicia got me in front of the camera.
Is that taking up a lot of your time right now, or you y'all finished?
No, I have a lot of time because I probably sleep like 2 or 3 hours, so I have a lot of time. I work in my sleep, so I got a lot of time. I work a lot.
Not the healthiest thing. I got to throw that out there. Wouldn't be me if I
But
didn't.
some days I take a nap every day now. I take a nap. You get a certain age, you need a nap. I take a nap.
Brendan, who are you, sir?
Who am I? Well, I'm in the Air Force. That's what I do, throughout the day.
Like full time?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, I missed it by like 6 months because that's how old I was, and I finally decided I was ready to go in there, but it was like too late.
And you wanted to do Air Force?
Yeah,
right?
really.
Okay.
It's something my dad always wanted me to do. So in my mind, after he passed away, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do it. I was just gonna do like the reserve, but I was too old. So,
it's okay. It worked out, right?
Yeah, it did. Tell me more about Brendan.
Yeah, so I serve throughout the day, and when I get off, I'm either in the gym playing the game or trying to get this acting thing off the ground. So, and that's a lot.
Thank you for your service, sir.
Thank you for your support.
How long have you been in the Air Force?
9 years.
And so you stay on, what is it? What's in Hattiesburg? You got a base over there? What are you doing there?
I'm actually National Guard. So I'm based out in Flowood, Mississippi. So it's pretty much home for me.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't have to stay on base.
Okay. So you do National Guard, Air Force, full time though?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Nothing else you want to tell us about you? Cause you was real hyped up and stuff before we got started. You got a little quiet over here.
I might be shy.
You might.
You'll see next Saturday if he's shy.
Yeah, I'm gonna be turned.
You gonna be turned because you was the life of the party when you walked in the door.
I know.
Same people sitting here. All right. So let's see. It is 7:40. 7:40 already. Zena, did you want to add? Come back. You already told us who you are about everything you do. Okay. All right. So, beyond the
You
label.
wanna come over?
Yeah. Yeah, I can move.
You can move. Oh.
Mhm.
All y'all. Oh.
You sure? Okay.
I'll stand up here. Let them get a snapshot. Y'all go ahead and get your screenshot buttons ready so y'all can get a cast because y'all saw them here first. Beyond the label with the cast, we have Victoria. We have Alicia, who is the writer, producer, director, aka Miss Up and Coming Tyler Perry. We have Zena right behind us, who is the coordinate, associate producer, and coordinating
Continuity
script continuity supervisor. And then we have, don't tell me, this is Tyson right here to my left, who is what's the role you play? The name? Sasha in the movie. And then we got my boy Brendan, aka Ghost, over here to the left. So this is your cast of Beyond the Label. Go ahead and follow Alicia on social media. Follow everybody. We'll get them to go in the. Y'all gotta make sure y'all go in the comments and introduce yourself so they can follow you. And follow my page, of course, and I will let you know when the date is coming. I'm definitely coming back after the premiere next weekend on the 28th. The weekend after. Yeah, on the 28th is when the premiere is going to be. So me and my friend Astrid are going to be going down to the premiere. I'm excited. I got like 4 dresses to pick from, and I'm excited. How hard was it to? Have you ever planned a party?
Not a premiere, not a movie premiere. It's definitely different. But yeah, it wasn't hard. It was just in the middle of still going through edits and finalizing everything. So I wish it was true of me. One that can work on that and one that can work on the movie because Zena right here has been my lifeline, so I'm thankful for her. But yeah, I'm excited and shout out to the rest of the cast that couldn't be here today.
You want to tell? Just calling anybody else name out?
A bunch of them.
Oh, okay.
Fred,
the main characters.
Fred is phenomenal. Fred Davis, Ashley Anderson. She's a female artist out of Jackson, Mississippi. She goes by the name of AC. Who else am I missing? AJ. Oh yeah, Arbinez Johnson. AJ, he plays Ace. One of the artists he's phenomenal. I just want to say him and Tyson, this was their first time acting, but they did phenomenal. You're not even gonna be able to notice this is their first time. Like they did phenomenal. So shout out AJ. He was just phenomenal. Kenzie Keys, the assistant director, S2, the executive producer, AB, our other camera operator, and just the whole squad. Who am I missing?
Alexis.
Oh, shout out to Alexis, McGee. So yeah, and everybody. If I forgot you, I'm sorry.
Charges to our heart. All right, so we are gonna let somebody, whoever is, we gonna get ready to get into some social media garbage. Let's just be real. Let's just gonna get into some social media trash. And so whoever wants to stay for those topics can go ahead and let's talk about 2 people. Come on.
Come on.
Wait, what?
Come on. Let's talk about Will Smith and Jada.
Oh, no. Absolutely not.
Come on up here.
Come on.
Wait. What? Are you
Yeah. Yeah. Come on, you want to swap with Brendan? We're going to get into some hot topics, everybody. And there are several going around.
About it.
You don't want it's just too much for you?
No, she'll talk about it in the car.
I'm going to keep my...
No, you're not. Because listen, let's give him a hat with no logo.
A hat with no... Yeah, you got to turn that backwards.
There you go. Just
let's
cutting
the
the check, baby.
All right, so we got Kareem joining us tonight. Kareem, I like to call him my social media mentor. He is like a social media phenomena, and so he's gonna.
I'm learning.
So let's get into some tea, right? Something fun. We have been. I don't want to make it an oversight. Just continue to be aware that this is Domestic Violence Month and also Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So shout out to all our survivors. We want to lighten it up this week.
It's also mental.
And mental health awareness. Well, not
it's
really.
in May.
Yeah, it's in.
What
It's
they-
like
what
the
they say?
TikTok. It's like
It's in
TikTok
May,
having
right?
mental health awareness day. A
Okay.
world mental health awareness day was
World.
on the 10th.
Can I piggyback off that real quick? So at the premiere, we will have a portion where everybody that's there can donate to the American Cancer Society of Mississippi.
Okay.
So that will be something. So y'all bring your coins. It'll be a QR code. It won't be going in my pocket because I don't want nobody what you do with my money. But yeah, so we'll have a QR code for that because breast cancer awareness is something that's near and dear to me. My mom's battling it right now. Had a sister battle it. So y'all come bring your money when you come.
Bring your money to donate to the cancer organization that day. All right. So let's start with what is going on this time with Miss Jada Pinkett. Used to be Smith, is Smith, was Smith. I don't know. Is she still a Smith?
Don't need to be.
Don't need to be a Smith. Jada
It's a
Pinkett
sign
don't
for
need
me.
to be Smith. A cycle of what? What do you feel like is this cycle that she just what?
I really.
Speak freely. She might hear it. So you speak.
I don't know. I
Tell
might
us
get
your-
I might.
Yeah, I don't want to. Yeah.
So listen, this is social media. So
Yeah,
once
real.
she herself personally
Mhm.
wrote this book, and then she herself personally went on this talk show and talked about it
Right.
personally, it's free game.
That's right.
Yeah.
Go ahead, speak freely.
I feel like they played on a lot of people's emotions with the Red Table Talk because I tuned into that show faithfully, and they really like got false narratives. Like they were this happy family, and they were really just this. We do a marriage our way. We're not traditional. And the whole time, y'all really separated.
Right.
So it's like y'all putting out facades and have people tussling and going back and forth about stuff and
To knock this man out.
Yeah, entanglement, and you're not together.
Oh, let me take this off because it's very loud. How do we control the? It's a bunch of knobs. This right here. Okay, so one is me, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I
Cool.
don't know which one.
Oh, you play.
Hello. Now I don't hear myself at all.
Okay, that was you. This might be.
I think that's me.
That's it's gonna be the very last one. Watch.
This is me. This
Okay,
is me.
okay.
Because y'all beat me up. I mean, honestly, I watched in the beginning because once he got to the point where she was using words like entanglement with the whole August Alsina thing, I really started watching it because it was like, oh, this is a game of chess and I don't want to play. I was never good at it and still not good at it. So she did allude to a lot of, I guess, what we would consider socially abnormalities in their marriage. Like she had said something to the effect of, she kind of repeated it. I think I saw a clip or a quote that she repeated, but she was like, she never saw a reason to get divorced. And then on the show, she was like, yeah, I never really wanted to be divorced. So if you're on this end of the house with somebody and I'm on the other end with somebody, we're going to be in this house together. And that's when it kind of let me know, oh, y'all partying. Like, this is just a big party.
It's
and
so
matter,
beyond me.
Yeah. And then when it progressed to the whole August Alsina thing, it was kind of like, okay, this is no longer my business. Y'all make way too much money anyway. I'm not even gonna care at this point. Would I want that in my life? It sounds a bit complicated. I'm not gonna lie. I don't judge people for how they choose to run their institutions. But for me, it does seem it does seem a bit aggressive now. Everything that's coming out, because every time I turn around, it's something. And now, for some reason, Tupac is brought up into it, and I don't know how you got here. Like, so, and that's why I'm like, okay, this is a lot of promotion, and it makes you really
some
want
of it
to.
is definitely
Yeah,
promotion.
Yeah.
It is.
Wait, did you want to add something?
Me?
Mhm.
Oh no.
So let me add what I was. I don't even know
It's
who
too
it
much for me.
was that just said it, but I actually had just kind of said something like this even before the Jada Pinkett thing came out. I posted on my blog that morning how when we walk around pretending like everything is okay to our family and friends all the time, it does to some people give some false hope. Now, having said that, yes, I say it all the time. Therapists, everybody tell you all the time, no, don't go out there telling all your family your business. However, at the same time, you don't need to be living like this big fake fantasy, like everything else, like everything is just always okay, because you don't know who is looking at you and mirroring or mimicking your marriage. Now, we all have at some point looked at a relationship. I don't care what y'all say. We have all looked and just for 1 second said something like, dang, I wish, and it could be something so like minuscule. I go on TikTok, like me and Chris was sitting there fussing the other day because I was like, everybody else's husband on TikTok making TikToks with them. You won't make no TikTok with me. And then my mom was like, dang, I wish my husband would make a TikTok with me.
Oh my God.
But then I have to remind but listen, then I have to reel myself back in. All I see is them making TikToks. You see what I'm saying? I don't know what else their relationship is like outside of those TikToks. So I'm good. If he decide to make one day, it's good. If he don't, I don't wish. You see what I'm saying? However, especially me, because I know I do get on, like I live my life very openly and transparently on social media. And so I'm absolutely not going to get out here and pretend to everybody like everything is okay or was ever always okay. Because I know there are some people who are looking at my marriage and saying, wow, baby, it might be wild today, but it was probably damn yesterday. You see what I'm saying? And so that's why I do think that you have to, and it might not be that, I'm coming to you saying, Tyson, me and Chris, blah, 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 so-and-so, what you think I should do? It might not be that, but it might just be me saying, me and Chris, we ain't in the best place. And you ask, well, do you want to share? And then I share with you. And instead of you saying, well, girl, you know what? If I was you, I'll leave his. Maybe say something like, listen, I can't tell you what to do in your marriage, but I can tell you, what's your husband's name? With me and Ron, me and Ron kind of went through something similar like that before, and it almost broke us. It almost broke us up, or we made it through it. So it's just like at least letting me know somebody else besides me is going through this. Not like your life and everything is just, we so quick to tell somebody to leave their husband, you know what I'm saying? Leave their girl or whatever. So that's my take. I agree with you.
Don't know what's you are very open and transparent on social media, and I do love that about you, because in your field of work, I don't know if you discussed that on here or not, but a lot of people in your field put up like a facade, like they're just like, like they're just these perfect people or whatnot, but you're very open and transparent. Like, oh my God, well, she said that. And it's not bad, but you're very honest.
I am, especially when it comes to my mental health. I'm not going to sit here and pretend to anybody that, because yes, I'm a psychiatric nurse practitioner, but before I ever went to school or even thought about being a psychiatric nurse practitioner, I was Trish, and Trish is human. And so do I have a right to have depression? Do I have a right to have problems with attention and concentration? Yeah, because I'm human, but I address those issues. And if I didn't address them, I wouldn't be able to help my patients that come to me for treatment. So yeah, I want somebody, if a doctor, you never seen a doctor have a heart attack before? Well, the doctor can't have a heart attack. You know what I'm saying?
Cancer,
doctors have heart or cancer. They die. They get divorced. You know what I'm saying? They fight their wives. I'm just saying, like, there is what?
But I do want to walk back a point.
Okay, good.
The whole social media thing, posting on social media, because I was in a relationship. Well, I don't know if anybody knows or is from Mobile, but I was on a TV show years and years ago. And I had a very toxic relationship that was on the TV show.
What show?
And the toxic relationship was not on the relationship, but this person was. And what was funny was nobody liked him. Like, the viewers hated him. So you want me to, he was like big on social media. He always wanted to post pictures together, do these couple like things together. Firstly, we don't like you and the public doesn't like you. So it's like, we don't like each other. So why would we do that? And I think it's gonna sound dark when I say this, but marriage, anytime you enter a contract, it's like a chain, like you're chained together. And everything you do inside that, especially publicly, is like putting a link on that chain. And in order to get out of, you got to walk back every link. So this whole thing that the Smiths are doing, it's like, it's just wild when you go public. So that's like, I agree. You don't want to be, you don't let everybody in your house, but you don't want to say you live in a mansion when you live in a igloo. You know what I'm saying? Because you're going to have to explain all these things, especially when people are involved. It's like, well, wait, what about this? You got to walk back every single thing to get out of it. So,
and it does, and it hurts, like you said about the red table. It literally, when you are in the public eye, you do have, and if you are on social media and you post every day on social media, I promise you there's somebody that is watching you. I promise you there's somebody, even though they may not need to be because of what you're posting, is looking up to you. And like they just put this hope and this trust in somebody that they don't know. And you can really, really hurt somebody unknowingly. My cousin had commented the, other day, and he was like, well, how Eve you got to be to really, really think that somebody's relationship is perfect. No, it might not be that I believe that it's perfect. I just know what I see looks perfect to me.
And it's a difference between jumping to a conclusion and the conclusion being put out there.
Yeah, and they were really putting that narrative out there as if this is how we are and this is how we communicate and this is what we do. And some people may have said, oh, let me take that and apply that to my marriage and my relationship. And now they might be sitting at the courthouse waiting on signed divorce papers.
Well, hopefully it worked better for them though than it did for Will and Jada.
It really put out like a false narrative to people. Like, oh, okay, this worked for them. Let me try this, So it was kind of disappointing to know that, because I thought, wow, Jada's really transparent. She's really open and honest, and we and their whole family whole time.
But that's also the art of manipulation. People feel like because they give you a little bit, they want you to believe you got everything.
They are very manipulating.
They are. She is.
However, being a psychiatric nurse practitioner, like I'm gonna tell you the right thing to do. Please don't think that I'm doing everything that I'm telling you that's right to do. See what I'm saying? That's even with our children. We're gonna tell our children right from wrong, but it doesn't mean that we're doing all of that right and not doing any of that wrong either,
But we done that wrong.
Like a pastor in church, like preachers in church. We were talking about that earlier, Ms. Zena, how we hold them to too high of a standard because they're still humans at the end of the day.
Right.
And
we all fall short. And then, like you were saying, we do stuff. We tell people what to do, but it doesn't mean that we're not doing it. It's just like we've been through it. So you either gonna listen or you don't listen.
But there's a value, I believe, and if I see you making an effort, even if you're not doing the things you're telling me to do, and then you're just doing the opposite thing. Yes. Like, why are you even in this conversation or having this conversation with me?
Look up at you. Right.
But if I see you making the efforts towards what you're telling me is right, it's different. But like, if you're just not even attempting to do anything of what you're telling me, how can I even take value in the advice?
Right.
However, when it comes to advice, I always say two. That's all it is. Because I got Zena, Victoria, Alicia, Tyson. We girls, right? I'm mad with you, right now. I'm mad with you. So I'm going over to Zena, and I'm like talking to Zena, and I'm asking you for advice on all this stuff. But that ain't really what I wanted to hear. So now I'm gonna make up. I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna ask you for your advice, right?
Right.
You really didn't say what I wanted. It probably was the right thing, but it ain't. I liked a little bit of what you said, so I'm gonna take a little bit of that. Yeah. Then I talk to you guys, right? But at the end of the day, I came to you for advice. I didn't come to you for you to tell me what to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a difference. It's a big difference.
So advice is just that. And when you give somebody advice, you have to know that. So you can't get mad with somebody, but like, what you come ask me for if you ain't gonna do what I told you to do? Well, I ain't ask you to tell me what to do. I asked you to tell me what you think I should do. So
that's right.
That's where a lot of relationships go wrong. That advice will get you. It will get you.
But my thing is like, I don't know. I'm just cut from a different cloth. I feel as if I'm not gonna go to Alicia and talk about my problems with my husband with Alicia. I don't care how close we are or anything like that, because I feel as if I can talk to my husband. That's your first outlet. That should always be your first outlet. You talk to him you talk to God. I feel like, you know, you shouldn't go to your friends, and because they're not gonna feel the same way. They're not
And
gonna feel the same way.
it can be very dangerous.
Yeah, it can be very dangerous in a lot of aspects.
It can jeopardize your relationship because you don't take the advice. However,
Right.
sometimes like the husband is the enemy. Okay. And so you telling somebody who is in this horrible relationship with their husband that I can't go talk to nobody else except him.
I mean,
know.
that's just me and how I
I
feel.
know, but I'm not talking about I'm not talking about your relationship. I'm just talking about in general. I'm talking about someone who may be in the relationship and it's a bad relationship. He may be physically abusive.
I mean,
But
that's
I can't
different.
talk.
Yeah.
Okay. But we got to get it out there to everybody else that's listening
Yes,
too,
right,
though.
yes.
Yeah, and then it is Domestic Violence Month, so there does need to be somebody that you trust enough to go sit down and talk to. Now, it may not be a friend, it may be a counselor, maybe a counselor, it may be somebody at church, but somebody that you can trust. So yeah, I get it. But so long in our community, we have had this, what goes on in our house stays in our house. And it's why domestic violence has been so incredibly high for all these years, because and stress and anxiety and the children.
Yeah,
the children
so they feel it too.
Yeah, I was gonna ask that. You say you go straight to your husband. Do you go in the height of the emotion if there's a concern, or do you wait till it passes?
I wait until it passes, because in the emotions, you will find yourself arguing.
Yeah, because they don't travel in rational channels.
You get louder,
Yeah,
and then I get louder, and it's going. Yeah, I mean, but like I say, everybody's built different.
So you do approach. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. You do approach with resolution in mind, not with winning the fight.
Exactly.
That's important.
Because sometimes I'm in the wrong, and if he's in the wrong, it's a way that you can talk to each other,
have conversation
and have a conversation about it.
Okay.
So I mean, that's what I do. That's what I would do.
But see, that's we have to round it out like Trish did, because a lot of people would say, well, here, I go straight to my husband. Well, how about you calm down? How about you figure out what the issue is? How about you figure out what you want the results to be of going to, you know what I'm saying? Right. Versus, well, I'm in my feelings. What you want me to do? Because you're still in them. Like, how am I going to get you out of there? I don't know what you want me to do. Tell you to calm down. It's going to piss you off more.
Right. Yeah.
So, and a lot of women, I think women are the worst for not allowing that. When you men were, I know I used to be horrible at it. Chris got mad. I was like, now I want to talk about it now. He's trying to walk away. He going in his car. Like, I'm right behind him the whole time. But you do have to give people sometime a minute to probably just let me calm down. Even with your children. Give them a chance to calm down before.
Because then you fall further into that negative space. Because it's like, now you've done and said things.
Come on.
Hold on. You left from up here. And now you want to be?
Now I was telling her, come, because.
Oh, okay. Come on, baby. Come on. No, you're not. Come on.
Come on, second. It's a trigger for you to walk off. Somebody just always on your head.
I was just about to say that, Zena. Sometimes they don't stop.
Can she sit right here, Victoria? Yeah. I'm sorry. Let y'all switch out real quick.
I ain't really need the little stop.
No, come on. Get some healing up here.
She wanted a piece so bad.
Got about 10 minutes.
Come on up here.
But I've been in a situation where, it was a lot of arguing, and I'm like, I'm not gonna argue right now. I'm just gonna take my little moment. Let me have my moment. I'm gonna leave. And that person would be like, oh, well, that's a trigger for me when you leave. But we're not going to get anything accomplished if we're talking about this in the heat of the moment. It's going to be a lot of misunderstanding, a lot of arguing. Some things are going to be said that neither one of us can take back for real.
It's true.
You know what's crazy about triggers? You only mind them when they're your own. You don't. If you're in a relationship, you have to tend to somebody else's triggers too. So it might be a trigger for you to walk off, but for him, if you walk off. But it could be a trigger for you to stay in a hostile conversation.
That's good.
And,
That's
people,
good.
you have to. I think people don't relent when it comes to being just submissive to the fact that there are two people versus one. A lot of people.
At that moment, it's like selfish. You're being selfish. You're thinking about your own feelings instead of his feelings or her feelings.
Yeah, and that's important. You got to think. Okay.
I would argue, though, that's who you need to be worried about in that moment.
And who, yourself? You do. I was about to say that. And that's when you have to be selfish. But I feel like it's more hurtful to have a conversation you're not ready for than to not have a conversation that somebody else is, you know what I'm saying, ready for.
Conversation being the key word.
Yeah, because let's say you're not ready or you're not in a space to even let anything in. If he wants to have the conversation so bad because it's going to trigger him if he can't have it. To me, I feel like that's triggering because now it becomes almost an emotionally abusive thing. Like, because you're triggered if this doesn't happen. I'm triggered because it is happening. So you can't wait a minute because it's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? So just take
that needs to be in your marriage plan. You know,
Yes.
everybody got like these business plans. We need to start having like a marriage
because
plan.
it's a contract. It's literally
Yeah.
a contract. Anytime you go on paper for something, you got to know what are you coming with
getting into.
and what are you getting out of it, because you
Yes.
can't always be, because the thing about my thing is I'm naturally a very selfless person. And sometimes selfless people will compromise and
So
compromise and compromise until then they as a whole have been compromised. And there's nothing left, and then now you're resentful because you've given everything, got nothing back.
Guarded.
You walk around here with empty crack cups because you didn't put everything you could into it and nobody's pouring into them. So you got to be mindful when you get in these relationships. Like, it's not just me anymore. A lot of people think it starts at parenthood, but it actually starts at the foundation before we get there, because you can't be selfish before then. That's not gonna do much. You have to be cognizant of the fact that there are other people existing in your life.
So conversations and arguments, they are not the same thing. If you stay in the heat of it, you're about to have an argument.
Or it could get abusive.
Mhm.
It can get abusive
happen when
too.
you stay because you don't want to trigger somebody because you're walking off.
And most of the time is you don't
Yeah.
like. Most of the time it's that you want to say what you got to say, and you want them to tell you you're right, but you might not be, or you might be, but maybe they're never gonna receive or tell you that you're right. So if all you want is just to be able to speak your truth, to speak, what's on your mind, you got to really know that that's all you want to do, because that's what a conversation is. I'm gonna allow you to say what you got to say. You're gonna allow me to say what I got to say, and at the end of the day, we might just have to agree to disagree.
And that's important too, because people don't know how to do that, and they actually get offended when you say, look, this is not going anywhere. We should just probably
hours.
Yes. And they get so offended. It's like, so you just want to keep doing this? It's so many things we can get done in a day, and you gotta spend it pissed off.
Right.
What?
Because at the end of the day, they're wanting you to agree.
Yes.
Feel like they feel.
Watch out for
that's why it's
narcissists.
never,
Watch out for
it's
those.
never ending.
Gaslighting will get you
Oh.
every time.
It will.
That was fun.
It was.
We should.
Even though I was airbrushed to be
But you did really
That was
well.
good.
Thank you.
You dropped some good gems today.
Definitely. You'll be seeing
Even though
KJ
you
a little
turned my
bit more
headset
off, a lot
off.
more obvious. He turned your headset off.
He did.
I did what?
You turned it off.
Turned it all the way off.
I did.
She can't. And I knew something was off when we started. I'm like, something is not right. Like, I was talking and I was like, I don't know what's off.
Now
Something is not
to
right.
not mess up nothing else. I don't know how that happened because I ain't pushing no buttons.
You don't need it now.
Right.
About to end this.
It's okay.
Listen, thank you everybody once again for joining us this Tuesday night for Journey with Treasure, the podcast. Mobile, Alabama. If you're ever in the area, let me know. Ever interested, feel like you have a hot topic or you like to come on the podcast, also reach out to me at info@IamPatriciaReed.com. Follow Journey with Trish, follow Iha De Jimenez, and we will be available tomorrow on all of your listening apps like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Amazon Podcasts, iHeartRadio, all of your favorite listening apps. Period. And then we got your cast once again of Beyond the Label, which will be coming soon to
Y'all wanna come
Amazon.
back to the camera because y'all just over there.
Coming soon
No.
to Amazon.com, and then hopefully we'll also be on some more major platforms soon as well. So I will be at that. Got Brendan coming back. Miss Victoria coming back. So I'll be at the premiere on next weekend, the 28th, and then I'll come back and tell you what I can, without dropping all the good stuff. So you'll have to go and watch it yourself. But thank y'all so much again for tuning in. We're gonna go ahead and end tonight. Men in red, men in black, ladies in, you not a part of that? Never mind. That's right, Rashad Nichols, Rashad and Dominique and no, Curtis Moore. Rashad Nichols and Curtis Moore have Men in Black, Ladies in Red, right? Also, Willie Autry, my guy over from back across the bay, he's gonna be celebrating his birthday there too. So y'all reach out to somebody and get y'all some tickets. I ain't gonna make it this year, but I'm definitely gonna make it next year. Got a little bit too much going on in my life right now. I'm gonna make it next year, and I know they're gonna have a good time. So I'll reach out to them for tickets. All right, let's go ahead and say a word of prayer, and then we'll be out of here. Father God, in the name of Jesus, God, I am so grateful and so thankful for you tonight. God, I want to thank you for traveling grace and mercy, for allowing Alicia and her crew to come on over to Mobile all the way from Mississippi. And we ask that you give them traveling grace on the way back. God, I thank you for the inspiration that you gave Alicia and the willingness to join her team, God, we ask that you bless the entire project with nothing but success all the way to the end. It's going to be great. We speak it into existence. We speak high ratings and real good viewage. In Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
You said amen.
Amen.
That's what she said all the way to the end.